Extreme hair growth in cornrows starts at the pre-braiding stage, which is before you put the cornrows in. So lately, I've been loving starting with blown out hair, but all I would suggest is that you have dry, detangled hair. Wet hair is very prone to breakage. Damp hair you can get away with, but the only prerequisite is that your hair should be thoroughly detangled and extremely moisturized. If your hair is very dry, very tangled, it is very prone to breakage, and so you're starting off on the wrong step. So I'm starting by moisturizing my hair. I'm using this new leave-in conditioner that I'm testing out from L'Oreal. It is a very close dupe so far to the Purology 21 Benefits Color Fanatic that I always use, and I'm really enjoying it. As you can see, I'm using a very little amount because I don't want my hair to revert. I just want it to be moisturized. So I divided my hair into two, and then the section that I'm starting with, I also divided it into two. And then I brush that out with my paddle brush to make sure that everything is very well incorporated and that my hair is perfectly detangled. Then here, I'm just trying to figure out how many braids I want to do on this side, and I start off with my first braid. Now here, you may not have control because a lot of people don't braid their own hair. You're most likely going to go to a hair salon so they can braid it to you for you. So at least what you have in your control at this point is having your hair moisturized and detangled. So once I get my first braid, everything I do to this braid is what I'll do to every single other braid. I make sure that the part is neat enough, and then I go ahead and detangle the individual braid again, the part with my paddle brush. And now it's time for my hairline. I don't use hair gel, I don't use pomade, but I use a little bit of this wax from Amika, and it is really good. I absolutely love it for braiding hair. I don't put it all over the braid, I only put it on the hairline. And this not only makes sure that my hair is nice and neat and flat, but because it's a waxy texture, it doesn't make the hair super slippery, and I don't have to fight hard to make sure that my hair is perfectly in the braid. If anything, it gives the hair a little bit of gripping texture so I can braid my hair better without pulling it too tight, and it gives me the perfect braid. Again, this is not a braiding routine, so I'm not really showing exactly how I'm braiding my hair, but this is the one where the braid is folded inwards, not outwards. I find that it is the best for my hair. Once I've braided all the way down, I go ahead and take my leave-in cream, any leave-in cream. This one is from African Pride. It's my favorite one. It's a thicker consistency, so it really helps the hair sort of stick together and so that it doesn't unravel, and just adds a little bit of extra moisture to the most oldest and delicate part of our hair, which is our ends. So once I did this, I did the exact same thing to the rest of my hair, and I had a full head of braided hair. As you will see, it is not perfectly neat. The lines are not perfectly straight, but that's because I braid my own hair and I honestly don't mind. Look how nice and long those braids are. I don't do too many. There's only about 10 or 8 braids in my hair, and I usually just wear it sort of loosely tied like this to keep the braids together and so they're not going everywhere. And now we're moving into my oiling routine. So this is 1 week later after I've had my braids. As you know, if you're not new to this channel, I only oil my hair once a week simply because I do other treatments that require me to not use oil. But if I wasn't doing those other treatments, I would be oiling my hair at least 3 times a week. But for now, I only oil my hair once a week. This is from my recent oiling routine video if you want an in-depth routine. But this is an Ayurvedic oil, and so far I am really loving it, and I'll keep you guys updated. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't, if you want some updates on this oil. So as you can see, I'm going between all the braids. I'm not squeezing the bottle. I'm simply pressing it on my scalp, and it is a really nice light oil. So the oil is just going all over my scalp, and I'm ensuring that once I put it in the part, I go ahead and rub that down. And when I'm done with putting it in between all the lines, I go ahead and put a little on my hairline, and then I proceed to my scalp massage. I actually have a detailed scalp massage video that I will link at the end of this video if you'd like to know how to do a scalp massage the right way. But as you can see, I'm not using nails, I'm not using rubbing motions, I'm just touching my scalp and I'm moving my scalp around, which is the most ideal way to do a scalp massage. And I'm going to all my main pressure points. And once that's done, in the colder months, I would go under heat for 20 to 30 minutes. But if it's not in the colder months, I usually just leave it out and I leave it in my hair overnight and wash it. If you don't want to leave this overnight, you can do this oiling routine on your wash day, go under heat for about 20 minutes and then proceed to washing your hair. So as you can see, I was just doing a little demonstration, but for me, I left it in overnight, and this is what I do on my wash day. Now you'll notice that this is not the same day, but my wash day routine stays the same. I usually take a bond building treatment like this deep conditioner and then mix in a lighter bond building treatment to make sure that it's super light and that my hair can absorb it very well. But if I don't do this, on most days, I just use a regular deep conditioner, but one that's a lighter weight consistency like the Olaplex one. You don't want to use products that are way too thick in your hair when your hair is braided because it can cause buildup and get stuck in your hair. So as you can see, the super lightweight consistency is done and it is time to deep condition my hair. So I only focus on the lengths of my hair. I don't really put it in between all the braids because I find it very unnecessary. So as you can see, it's not too much product. I'm focusing that on the length of my hair. And as you can see, again, this is a couple months ago. My hair is slightly shorter, maybe even a year ago. I'm not sure, but this is a while ago in a different set of braids, but the routine stays the same. So I put product underneath the braids as well, which is a very neglected area. And as you can see, that area for me is very healthy. I don't have any problems in that area. So once I feel like all the hair is very well saturated, I go sort of to the base of the braids at the bottom, that hair that's just very prone to breakage in that area as well. Add a little extra deep conditioner. And then once that's worked in, the leftover conditioner I now put on my hairline because this is another very easily affected area of our hair, but also it is very easy to wash out, so I don't have to worry about anything getting stuck in my hair. So I go ahead and deep condition that area as well. And once I'm comfortable with how it's set and absorbed, I go ahead and take a plastic cap and I just tie the bottom part of my hair, kind of like what people do with the greenhouse method. I do this to my hair. I get a satin scrunchie and I tie it and I let my hair deep condition like this for like an hour or two. So this is what I usually do as soon as I wake up. Then I can go and drink my coffee, do my journaling. And once it's been like an hour or two later, I go into the shower to proceed to my regular wash day routine. So my wash day routine in braids is awesome because it takes so little work. As you see, everything I put in my hair has completely absorbed. You can't even see it. So what I do is first saturate my braids and make sure that they are completely dripping wet before I go in with my shampoo. And as you see in the background there, I'm using Redken today. I honestly don't care too much about the products I use when it's in braids because my hair is in a great position to not experience any breakage or shedding or dryness. So these two products I actually really love. So for the shampoo, I'm mixing it between my palms. I am not lathering it as you saw. I just mixed it, then evenly distributed against my hairline, in between the braids, underneath my braids. But I don't run the shampoo down the lengths of my hair because that is very unnecessary. The dirtiest part of the hair is the scalp, and any lather can run down the lengths of the hair. So I gently rub my hairline like this, not only to get off any buildup and any dirt, possibly hair gel, but also to make sure that I don't frizz up the hairline and cause unnecessary breakage. Now, just like when my hair is out, I actually double cleanse my hair. Once I go in with the first shampoo, I go in with the second shampoo. And as you see, again, the way I shampoo my hair is very similar to how I give myself a scalp massage. I don't use nails. I don't use aggressive, very rubbing motions. It's more of just lathering the hair, and I brush the hair in one direction to prevent the amount of frizz I want to get. So once I rinse that out, this is a step I don't do all the time. This is my rosemary water. Sometimes I'm lazy and a lot of times I skip this step. But when I want to go all out, I go ahead and use my rosemary water. I have a video on how to make rosemary water as well. If you'd like to see it, I can link it in this video. So as you see, I'm not putting the rosemary water on my hair. I am only putting it on my scalp in between the braids. So once that is worked all over my scalp and it is nice and absorbed, I go ahead and give myself a little scalp massage to work the rosemary water into my hair shaft, but mostly I'm working it into my scalp. Then it's time to condition without rinsing that rosemary water out. I just take a generous amount of conditioner. I put it all over the hair that was already deep conditioned, all over my scalp, and not over my scalp, all over the edges, and then all over my hair. You don't want conditioner on your scalp because it can clog your scalp. You're just focusing it on the hair. This is a very light and easily absorbed conditioner, which is why I chose to use it. And I'm just working it all through my hair. And once that's nice and worked into my liking, I go ahead and take another plastic cap, which is the same one I used before, but I'm taking it and putting it over my hair. I'm not getting out of the shower for this moment because this is not a deep conditioning routine. It's just a regular conditioning routine. So I just keep this away so it can sit in my hair for about 5 minutes while I finish doing my regular shower routine, scrubbing my body. And once I'm done with that and I'm all clean, I go ahead and rinse out the conditioner and the rosemary water. I make sure that it is thoroughly rinsed out. I don't want anything left in my hair. And then I just gently squeeze out all the excess water from my hair. And to make sure that my hair is not full of water again, I take this towel from Aquise. It is a microfiber towel. I really like this brand. It is a sister brand of K18. I wrap my braids in this, twist it very well, and then I just leave it on my hair again for another like maybe 5 minutes. I just squeeze out all the excess water into the towel until my hair is very damp but not dripping wet. And this is what my hair looks like at this stage. As you see, the towel has absorbed a lot. Now, this is the Pureology leave-in conditioner I was referencing before that I like, very similar to the L'Oreal one. I put about 5 or 6 pumps, and for this, I only focus it on the lengths of my hair because this is a very expensive conditioner and I don't like to waste it. I feel like it is the most beneficial on the lengths of my hair. For the rest of my hair, I take my other favorite leave-in cream, which is actually a very affordable one, and I feel very comfortable feeling very generous with it. So with this one, I put this all over my hair, including on top of the hair that already has that liquid leave-in, because I have very low porosity, naturally dry, thick, coarse hair. So I feel like doubling up is always worth it when my hair is in its natural state. So I take that amount. It is not too much, as you see. I put it all over my hairline, all over my braids. That amount goes about halfway to the back of my hair. And so I did take the same amount again out of the jar to work it in the rest of my hair. As you see, I will turn around in a moment and add the rest of this amount. I rub it between my palms so it's evenly distributed, and I put it all over the rest of the back of my hair, underneath my braids, and also along the braids, all the way till the end. And then now I go under my plastic cap again, but this time I will go under heat because this forces all the product to penetrate into my hair shaft, and I like to go over with this towel so that there's nothing dripping down. So this is the device I used, my Ronson 2000. It is a very old portable dryer, and I go under heat for about 20 minutes, and that's actually the end of that part of the routine. Now for my daily routine, I always go in with some LED therapy from Current Body or my low-level laser therapy from Eye Restore. This one I keep for 25 minutes. The Eye Restore one, I only do it for 10 minutes. I never do them on the same day. This one is only supposed to be 3 times a week, and the other one can be done every day. So for my everyday routine, after my LED therapy, I go ahead and moisturize my ends. Now with this Kerastase product, is a 24-hour night serum. I use this every other day, not every single day. And then I follow up with my favorite oil, which is also from Kerastase, which is the Kerastase Elixir Ultime. And this one I use every single day. As you see, both products, I only use them on the ends of my hair, and they keep my ends super hydrated and moisturized. It prevents it from breakage. It keeps the hair hydrated. These 2 products together are just amazing, but if you would only pick one, I would suggest the Elixir Ultime oil. And look how hydrated and moisturized my braids look. Let me know what you'd like to see next. Hit my face on the side of the screen to subscribe and watch the 2 videos on the other side of the screen. Thanks for watching. Bye!